Hello, friends. We are well familiar with the saying, whether you think you can or cannot, you are right. Have you ever thought deeply about the saying? The statement is a powerful one and reflects the light on a priceless, precious gem which resides in our brain, the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is called your best friend or your worst enemy. The definition holds true in either ways. Brain, the most complex part of the body, is divided into two hemispheres, the left hemisphere or the conscious analytical part and the right hemisphere or the creative subconscious part. The conscious part of the mind is merely a narrowed down version of a true existence, with the treasures of the subconscious remaining virtually untapped. To better understand the proportion of these two levels of the mind, picture the conscious mind as literally the tip of the iceberg. The massive amount lying beneath the surface is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind controls all the bodily functions. It keeps your blood circulating and your body temperature stable. It knows if there is an infection anywhere throughout your body, and it will develop thousands of white corpuscles and send them to that area to fight the invader. Even without you being consciously aware, the body is nothing more than a robot that is controlled by the subconscious mind. But as powerful as it is, the subconscious mind cannot distinguish right from wrong, true from false, or good from bad. It cannot separate reality from illusion. Everything you have ever heard, seen, smelled, tasted, or experienced is recorded in your subconscious mind. It alone cannot rationalize or analyze, it accepts things literally. Our belief system is developed not only by what we tell ourselves verbally, but also in our thoughts. This is called self talk, and it can have either a positive effect or a profoundly negative one in your life. Here is a true life story which clearly illustrates the impact of positive or negative thoughts in our life. As reported by Bruno Kloppler in the Journal of Projective Techniques 1957, Dr. West was treating Mr. Wright, who had an advanced cancer called lymphosarcoma. All treatments had failed and the time was running out. Dr. West did not expect him to last a week. But Mr. Wright desperately wanted to live, and he hung his hope on a promising new drug called cryoxin. He begged his doctor to treat him with the new drug, but the drug was only being offered in clinical trials to the people who were believed to have at least 3 months left to live. Mr. Wright was too sick to qualify. But Mr. Wright did not give up. Knowing the drug existed and believing the drug would be his miracle cure, he pestered his doctor until Dr. West unwillingly injected him with cryoxin on a Friday. To his utter shock, the following Monday, Dr. West found his patient walking around out of bed. Mr. Wright's tumor masses had melted like snowballs on a hot stove and were half their original size. 10 days after the first dose of cryoxin, Mr. Wright left the hospital, apparently cancer free. Mr. Wright was rocking and rolling, praising cryoxin as a miracle drug for 2 months, until the scientific literature began reporting that cryoxin did not seem to be effective. Mr. Wright, who trusted what he heard in the literature, fell into a deep depression, and his cancer came back. This time, Dr. West, who genuinely wanted to help his patient, decided to get sneaky. He told Mr. Wright that some of the initial supplies of the drug had deteriorated during shipping, making them less effective, but that he has scored a new batch of highly concentrated ultra pure cryoxin which he could give him. Of course, that was a bold faced lie. Dr. West then injected Mr. Wright with nothing but distilled water, and a seemingly miraculous thing happened again. The tumors melted away, the fluid in his chest disappeared, and Mr. Wright was feeling great again for another 2 months. Then, the American Medical Association blew it by announcing that a nationwide study of cryoxin proved that the drug was utterly worthless. This time, Mr. Wright lost all his faith, his cancer came right back, and he died 2 days later. Take a few minutes and reflect on your self talk. Is your everyday conversation leaves positive remarks, or are you unconsciously programming false information into your computer? Have there been things that will help improve your life, or have there been negative suggestions that actually wear away at your self esteem? Remember, what your mind perceives as truth, it will manifest into reality. It's like a self fulfilling prophecy. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Stay tuned for the next video. God bless.